The last part of this assignment is to create a monochromatic scale. So you can see here I'm finished with my value scale, my color wheel, and now I'm ready to move on to the last part. So the monochromatic scale is going to be made using a custom shape tool. So far we've used rectangle, rounded rectangle, ellipse. We're not going to use the polygon tool yet or the line tool, so we're going to jump to the custom shape tool. And it looks kind of like a little blob. So to change the actual custom shape, you want to go up here to the right, pull down the arrow, and you're going to see that you have all these different shapes. When you open yours, you're probably only going to have a few. Notice how I have a whole bunch. The reason I have all of these is because I go up to this little settings here, and I go to all, and then I hit OK. Yes. Actually, I'm going to hit cancel. So now what that did is it allowed me to use all of these shapes. Okay. The reason that little dialog box popped up is because I downloaded additional custom shapes, and I can show you how to do that next week. So I can pick any of these custom shapes. I think that I'm going to go ahead and choose. I think I'm just going to choose this little leaf here. So you can make any choice that you want. And so I have with my leaf. With the monochromatic scale, I want it to have the pure color in the middle. Remember that mono means one and chroma means color. So this is kind of like a value scale, but with color. So I'm going to go ahead and set my fill to my color of choice. You can pick blue, pick yellow, red, whatever you want. So I'm going to just pick maybe like this light kind of blue-green. I want to have no stroke. I want to click. I want to hold down Shift. So that way it's not distorted. I want to set it here. So the pure color goes here in the middle. So I'm going to set this to pure hue. Hue is another word for color. And I'm also going to go ahead and create a folder for my monochromatic scale. Alright, I'm going to drag my pure hue layer inside there. And now I'm going to go ahead and right click and duplicate layer. So this is going to be, I'm going to start on the tint side. So this will be tint 1. Drag this right next to here. And I want to go back to my shape tool and I want to change the fill. You'll notice here that you don't really have a whole lot of tints of your colors. So I'm going to go to my custom color box here. And to create tints, you're going to go kind of up this direction. So you want to go towards the white. Okay, so if you happen to pick a color up here, you would just kind of slowly make your way this way. For me, I'm just going to click up, kind of going towards that white, hit OK. Notice how my color is now getting darker. Right click, duplicate layer. This is going to be tint 2. Move it over. Change the color to even a lighter version. Duplicate 3. And I want to get this all the way to white. Okay, and then right click, duplicate. It's going to be tint 4. Change the fill. And I think that's all I'm going to do. So you're going to have pure hue and then 4 on the left. And let's go back to our pure hue. Right click, duplicate. This is going to be shade 1. Now we're going to have 4 on the right. So I'm going to change the color using my shape tool, change the fill, go to my custom color box here, And to make shades, you're just going to make your way towards the bottom. So I'm just going to jump. Make sure you keep in mind that you have to have 4 gradual jumps. So this one isn't going to be quite as big of a jump because the color I chose is naturally kind of a dark color. So I'm going to right click, duplicate. This is going to be shade 2. Move tool, move it over. Go to my shape tool, change the fill, custom color, jump a little bit darker. Right click, duplicate, shade 3, move tool, shape tool, fill, custom color, more dark. Then finally I'm going to duplicate it one more time. This is going to be shade 4. And my last shade should be pretty much full black. Like that. Alright, so my monochromatic scale is done. Pure hue in the middle, tints on the left, shades on the right. And they should be gradual steps. You shouldn't have them jump, too big of a value. Finally, I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to just make some last tweaks on my thing. I noticed that my value scale is a little bit offset, so I'm going to go ahead and close my monochromatic scale, jump to my value scale folder, and I'm going to grab my move tool, kind of move all of these layers to the right. So I have my value scale highlighted. I'm going to grab my so right now I'm hitting the right key on my keyboard to kind of shift these over. I'm going to go ahead. I notice that when I zoom in, there's a little bit of a gap here. So I have auto select and layer turned on. When I click on any layer, notice how it automatically selects. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that value of 10 and adjust that so that way it's lined up. I click off of it, it should look very nice. Okay, so everything should be nice and kind of even. Value scale should have 10 steps. Monochromatic scale should have 9. Color wheel should have all of these shapes. So now that I'm finished, I'm going to go to File, Save, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload this to Classroom.